I just heard some very heartbreaking news. I care about people. I care about people that are struggling. I heard that there were a long list of people that were looking for assistance, financial assistance. They were saying that their lights were about to get turned off today, and they were turned away. There was no help for them. Now, this is the reason why I personally believe that, if you really want to help people, if you really care about your community, you have to do what you can to make sure that you yourself are not impoverished. I believe in financial education, financial literacy. I've had situations where I've had thousands of dollars in the bank. I've had situations where I had negative negative amount in my account. So life happens. It doesn't matter how much you prepare for it. There have been some people that have been very, very wealthy and they have become very, very poor, and vice versa. So life can happen, but I do believe that the more that you educate yourself, the more chances that you have of being successful. I'm not talking about the traditional education that you've received in your school, to be trained to have a job, to depend upon that job. And when that job decides that you are no longer, I don't know, no longer needed, you're fired. And your hopes, your dreams, and unfortunately, some people's marriages are flushed down the toilet the moment that that company says, hey, it's over. And it can happen to any and everyone. This is the reason why I tell everybody that you need to have another plan, another ace in the hole, so to speak. I tell everyone, um, you know, get you a job, to make ends meet, but you need to have your own business or something that's bringing in money from other areas, and you need to have multiple streams of income. Now, I do have my own company, a company I've actually just partnered with, O2 Worldwide. I like the structure. I like the unity that comes from it. I like the freedom that I would be able to gain from it. Now, I do know that initially I have to grind hard, but that's the way it is with any and every job that you are part of. The only difference is if I grind hard, the majority of the benefits I'm going to reap that, and I know I'm not going to fire myself. But with these other companies, man, they don't really care about you. It's really all about the company. You have to clock in when they tell you to clock in. When they cut your hours, they don't care about your bills. They don't even care about your manager. They could get fired too. The company comes first. The people who are never hurt are usually the people that own those companies. Eventually they get tired and they just shut everything down and open up a brand new company. But you're living paycheck to paycheck. You have to get up every time your alarm clock goes off, and you're barely getting paid. As a matter of fact, you're not getting paid your worth. You're trading the most precious thing available to you next to your very life, and that is your time for money. And the older you get, the more precious those hours are. 40 hours at this company, 50, 60 hours at this company, you can't get those hours back. You're spending it away from family, spending it away from friends, from loved ones, and you're barely making it. So this is the reason why I stress everybody to get a home-based business. Enjoy the tax breaks if that's what you want to do. Go for the gusto. Try and get to the point where pretty much you can take care of your life, your children's life, and your grandkids' life. That's the goal, to pass something on to the next generation. But like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there are people who are struggling. It's not their fault that they are actually trapped in this system. So when I see those type of people, I want to make sure that I can take care of them too. I'm not looking to be rich so that I can actually drive a nice car and have the biggest mansion that you can actually find. I could care less about those fancy cars or any of those things. I can't eat those things. But what I do want is to be able to take care of myself, take care of my family, and also take care of my community. So to me, I'm not looking to make your traditional $1 million. I am willing to accept any and everything that God is willing to give to me. But to me, each and every dollar that I actually receive that is blessed, that I'm blessed to receive by my God, to me, there's a purpose behind it. So do I want to have $1 million, so I can just do me? No. Give me $1 million purpose dollars, and I can actually make a difference. So, for me, I'm just thinking about it, the whole time that we are depending upon another company, another human being, whether or not we're going to get hired, how many hours we're going to work, And and they're also in control of when we get fired. I mean, to me, that just sounds like economic slavery. It doesn't make any kind of sense to me. So to me, you know, slavery's been around for a long time. It's taken many different forms, and there were opportunities for some slaves to buy out their freedom. Yeah, they did whatever duties they had to do for their master. I hate that word, but it's true. But they also had a side gig. Some of them were allowed to, and they actually were able to buy their freedom. And to me, that's what your home-based business is about. That's what we're doing here with my company. I would love for you to be a part of it. Instead of actually trying to succeed as an individual, we can succeed as a team. And it's hard in the beginning. It's hard to change your mindset. It's hard to find that time away from the regular grind. But here's the thing, though, you are an economic slave. Unfortunately, if you're not running your own company, you are an economic slave. Your livelihood is dependent upon another person, and that's not security. So the same way, I guess some slaves had to do it in the past. Take that time out, buy that time out, put that extra effort in to actually free yourself up from this kind of slavery. That's the same kind of dedication that you should put into your own business. Matter of fact, you should run your life like a business. If there's a personality trait that is hindering you from success, you need to fire it. You need to take inventory of your surroundings, of what you actually feed yourself, whether it's physical food or intellectual food. You have to be more consistent about that. Do you have a goal, a purpose over your life? The same way they have mission statements in these companies, you need to have one over your life. And mine is to be free. Mine is to free my fellow man. So, if you have the same feelings, if you're kind of tired, if you're brokenhearted over seeing other people's impoverished situations, if you're sick and tired of having your own impoverished situation, then I really would like to connect with you. Just connect with me. I'm all about simplicity. I don't believe that you have to work, extremely hard or work yourself to death to be successful. You just have to be creative and be smart about it. So I would love to have you on my team. Again, I would love to have you in my family. Like and please share this video, and there will be something in the description that'll give you a little bit more insight as far as the company that I'm partnered with. I would love to help you, love to help your family. Have a good day.